for veterinary students. Friends, I think all of you could see the slide. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first, let me take you to our website. I think some of you might be already knowing the faculty website of College of Veterinary Science, Khanapara. So this was developed by the bioinformatics infrastructure facility of this college, which was established by me in 2006. I got a grant from Department of Biotechnology in 2006. With that, we established this center. And the center is having a website that is hosted by the center and maintained internally in-house. It is www.vetbifz.ac.in, vetbifz.ac.in. VetBIF stands for Veterinary Bioinformatics. Z stands for Guwahati. So this is an academic website. We are also facilitating the faculty for uploading their information into the website, although it was basically hosted for highlighting the activities of the bioinformatics infrastructure facility. But we are also facilitating the faculty to upload and showcase the activities of the college as a whole. So I'll not go into each and every aspect of this website. You log on to this website at some leisure time, and please click on these menus and get into the different aspects of this website. But now directly I'll go to what are the e-learning opportunities for you provided through our website. There I'll show you. First of all, let me tell you that we have also developed a specific e-learning portal for undergraduate and postgraduate students of veterinary sciences, particularly meant for the students of this college. So that you can obtain from this link, e-learning. Okay, there's a link, e-learning. There are three menus: eVet.edu, e-journals, and e-library. E-library is a library of books available to Animal Biotechnology department. Because we are a specialized subject, we have got a internal library within the department having more than 500 selected books in animal biotechnology and related areas. So the students can get access to them from our library, and we have developed it as an online library so that they can book their requirements through online mechanism. So that is separate, but what I am going to give you certain idea is about the eVet.edu, which is the e-learning portal for veterinary education, eVet.edu. And second is e-journals. Okay, let us first click on eVet.edu. So this is the site which has been developed. You see, e-learning portal for veterinary education. So this portal has been developed exclusively for students of College of Veterinary Science, Assam Agricultural University, Khanapara. But of course, I have made it accessible to you also. How you can access it, I'll tell you. So it was developed in 2007 by me, and it is being maintained. I am glad that the teachers of this college have taken a very, so to say, prompt initiative after the lockdown to utilize this platform, and they have enriched this platform by uploading different resources like online lecture notes, PowerPoint presentations, links to certain important websites, animations, and others, according to the syllabi of VCI for undergraduate and according to ICAR syllabus for postgraduate courses. So how to log into this? There are a lot many courses. You see, there are a lot many courses of undergraduate and postgraduate interest. You can log in whatever is necessary. But if you are a bona fide member of this with an user ID and password, then when you click your user ID and password, then you can get access to only those resources which are applicable for your semester or your class. But now it is open for all. All the courses are available for all. I have opened it for everyone as guest. For that, what you have to do, you have to go to login mode. Here you see there is a linkage login. You are not logged in, login. So you can log in here. If I log in as an administrator, then I can get access to all the courses. I can modify them, I can delete them, I can handle them as I like. But I'll not do it now. I'll just show you how to log in as a guest. Of course, if you have got your own username and password that was created by authenticating you, then you can put your own username and password here. Then you can log into your own courses. Similarly, teachers can also log into their own courses and they can upload materials, they can download materials, they can modify their courses. Now I will log in as a guest. There is another, you see here, there is one option, login as a guest. If you log in as a guest, you will be debarred from logging into some courses which are not allowed for a guest. Okay, there may be some courses which are not allowed for guests. Actually, now almost all the courses are open for guests, except very few courses which are in the process of creation. Those courses which are having this mask, whenever you see this mask, that means it is available for login as a guest. Okay, but if there is no mask here, that means it is not available for guest. If you click such a course, suppose here this course is not available for guest. If I click here as a guest, it will be showing, sorry, veterinary virology does not allow guests to enter. Okay, this is not available. But if I click on any other course, say for example, this is one course I created, general microbiology. Okay, if I click here, then I can get into the courses. So what are these? Say it starts from history of microbiology, morphology of and ultrastructure of bacteria. Under that, there is one lecture note on morphology of bacteria. There is one PowerPoint presentation, morphology of bacteria. There is photo gallery of different bacteria. This is an animation. Similarly, these are some other materials. All materials are downloadable. Similarly, there are many animations also. Say, for example, if you want to study about bacterial genetics, you can go for this lecture note. But if you want to see the different aspects of bacterial genetics, say bacterial transformation, you can go to this animation also. There are animations available. So, but of course, for logging into animation, you have to download the particular software which is needed for. So in this laptop, I have not downloaded, so it is not being displayed. But if you have got the specific software, that you can see those animations. Similarly, you can also have many interactive lessons in the form of, say, quizzes or other animations. Say, for example, this is a quiz on bacteriology. If I go on loading it, this is a quiz based on PowerPoint presentation. This is something like your Kaun Banega Crorepati. On a mouse click, first 4 questions will appear. The first question will appear. There will be 4 options for each question. You have to choose the correct option and then click. If you hear a laugh or a cry, your answer is incorrect. If you want to know the correct answer, you click again. So this is the instructions. So there is also music on the background so that you can also enjoy. That means fun when you learn. So there are 4 options. Suppose this is the first question. If you ask, you are asked, who is the father of bacteriology? I know the correct answer is Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. If by mistake I click on a wrong answer, suppose I click on Joseph Lister. So a baby's cry. That means you will understand that it is a wrong answer. If you click again, then the correct answer will be displayed. So fun while you learn. So this type of animations have been created. Similarly, you can go to any number of courses, any number of questions, and you can try answering them. Suppose, who is the father of modern microbiology? The correct answer, we know that this is Louis Pasteur. If I click on the correct answer, there should not be any cry or laugh, but there should be an applause or beating of drum. So there is an applause, means it is a correct answer. So like that, you can proceed on. So this is one example that I'm showing. You can go into these online materials so that you can enjoy them, and at the same time you can also learn them. So I'll not go into detail about all the courses. Whenever you get time, get into this e-learning portal and see the courses. Some of the courses are for PhD and master degree students. Avoid visiting those courses. You go to other courses as per your requirement. We have also given here which course is required for which particular batch of students. So accordingly, you can choose them and you can go on reading them. Or you may be knowing the particular course titles of different courses applicable to you. You can click on the course which is meant for you and you can log into them going into the different courses. But of course, unfortunately, so far, only few subjects have been included because all the subjects, although we have created it, but the contents are not yet completed. The teachers are working on it because earlier the interest was little less, but now after the lockdown, it has raised the interest among the teachers to upload resources to this portal, and it is coming up very fast. I think in next few days, more and more information will be uploaded to this portal. So this is one that I wanted to highlight for the benefit of all the students. These are according to the syllabi of BCI. Materials are prepared and uploaded to this portal. So you can log into that and get access to them as a guest and can enjoy. So this is one. Then next one in our website is your e-journals. If you click that, you will see that there are a lot many journals subscribed by our institution, our college, through Department of Biotechnology. Actually, Department of Biotechnology has got another facility, what is called DELCON. DELCON means DBT's e-learning consortium. Government of India's Department of Biotechnology's e-learning consortium. Fortunately enough, I obtained membership to this DELCON consortium since 2009, and we have been given access free of cost to all the resources subscribed by DELCON. So we are one among very few institutions of the country, one among around 26 institutions of the country having this facility. We should use it optimally. We are subscribing to around 1,337 online journals published throughout the world, including some of the most coveted and valuable journals like Nature journals, science journals, then journals published by Elsevier, journals published by any other famous publishers like Springer, American Chemical Society, Oxford journals, etc. So all are subscribed by us. So if you want to get access to the latest journal issues as well as the back volumes of last 10 years, you can go to these sites and you can download complete papers, full papers from their website directly. This is available free of cost. Otherwise, if you don't have this subscription through DELCON or similar consortium, you have to pay for every article to download around $35 to $40. So I think you can count in today's currency value, the $40 may be around 3,000 rupees for even each and every article. But fortunately, we are getting it free of cost. But we must have to, of course, understand one thing. Due to the high cost of this contribution or subscription, the total cost of this subscription borne by DBT for our college is around 1 crore per year in Indian currency. So we are giving access to the Jorhat AU campus as well as our campus through IP authentication. Means it is only provided through the local area network. So anybody sitting in any computer connected to our network can download this information free of cost. But outside this, network, it will not be available. I also cannot download it from my home. Only when I am sitting in my office or in the library of the college or in the bioinformatics center or in any department of the college, I can download full papers. So you can take the help of your friends who are pursuing their studies here or the bioinformatics center or anybody else from this college to get the full text articles from these resources. But of course, these are mostly essential for master degree and PhD students. But at the same time, I'm also giving access to many other resources which are available free of cost without subscription. So they are open access resources. So these are the links to the open access resources. Okay. This is one which is a very valuable resource called Highwire Press. This is developed by the famous Stanford University of US. Okay. It is a website developed by the Library of the Stanford University of United States of America. They are providing free access to most of the coveted journals of the world. But of course, you may not get access to the current issue, but you can get access to the issues when they are little old. Maybe some of them after 3 months of publication, some of them after 6 months or 1 year of publication. There are many publications which are available free of cost. You can download full papers. Say when you want to browse for researchers, there is another button. For librarians, there is different. For publishers, different. We will have to go to researchers. So if you are to search by title, you can do it like this. You can click here, then by alphabetical order, you can search for any journal. Suppose if I go for any journal here, suppose anti-cancer research, I click here, then I directly can enter into the website of this journal, anti-cancer research. I can search it by using this search button. If I want to search something, I can click the keyword here, write the keyword here. Say, for example, if I want to search here, suppose I want to search about Salmonella. So these are the resources available where there is a connection of Salmonella. So many resources are there. Full text is available in PDF. If you click here, the full text article of any article published in this journal can be downloaded like this. Okay, full text can be downloaded within a few minutes. So like this way, you can go journal wise, or if you do not want to go journal wise, you can randomly search it by going to browse. Okay, you can go to browse and then search it by the title. So that way also you can go to Highwire Press. Otherwise, you can go to other sources like Science Alert, Oyster Search, Open Access eJournals, OpenJGate, NIH Library. This is a library of the National Institute of Health. This is the Library of Information that has been hosted by the National Library of US government. So here you can get access to many books even, not to speak of the journal articles. You can also download many books by clicking with your particular keyword. So this is the web page. If you want to search it, you search it here. Say, for example, if I want to search something related to, suppose, animal physiology. Okay, my keyword I have given animal physiology. Then I enter. Main search. I think animal physiology as such it is not coming. Say I'm giving it physiology. Let us see. Yeah, in physiology, many things are coming. So you can download them. This is the first page. You can go to next page like that as per relevancy. First displaying the 10 results. So like that way you can collect information from this NIH library. But one by one I'll be showing there will be further resources which are more valuable for veterinary students that I'll focus later on. Similarly, online books of NIH, another NIH resources where only exclusively books can be downloaded from NIH resources. So here also you can search for books. Same search we are giving, say physiology. So there are many books available on physiology in this site. 37,215 books in the PDF format are available here. Let me search with animal physiology if it is there. Yes, related to animal physiology also, 8,211 books are available in PDF format. You can download those books by going into the particular title. You can see whether it is important for you, then you can download them. Just I'm first moving from one to other because there are many resources to show. But whenever you get time, you can get into these resources and download information according to your necessity or your choice. Similarly, there is another link in open access that is called biology links. So this is a page that we created. This is not an online resource as such, but we created this page providing some important links to you from where you can download resources useful for biologists or for veterinarians. There are many pages. Let me show you some of them. Say first one, it is online biology book. If you want to study anything related to any biological subject, then you can click it here. You see, this page has been, I think, shifted from this. I'll check it and upload it once again. I think this page has been shifted. I'll do it later on. No problem. I'll do it. I have not examined it for a long time. That's why it has been shifted. Similarly, this is another site for WHO. If you want to download any information from World Health Organization site, you can go to this site and can download information. Okay, all information pertaining to WHO. If you want to study about the current pandemic of COVID-19 or the new coronavirus, novel coronavirus, you can go into this. Or if you want to study with any human diseases spread across the different countries of the world, what is the status, what are the standard procedures of diagnosis, epidemiology, vaccine production, all these informations are available in the WHO website. You can go to that from there. Similarly, you can go to National Center for Biotechnology Information, NCBI website. This is a website also under the Ministry of Health, Government of United States of America. So this is a very useful resource for the biologist as a whole. There are many databases, online resources, online tutorials, even there are bookshelves as well as published medical journal access. So you can get into those information from National Center for Biotechnology Information. This is a very important resource for the biologist and particularly for the biotechnologists and the bioinformaticians. Similarly, you can go to other resources listed here, say American Society for Microbiology. You can go here, bioinformatics links. Then this is another site, International Information System for Agricultural Sciences. Then IVIS, I'll come to this later on in detail towards last part of my lecture. I am just omitting it now. It is International Veterinary Information Service. I'll go to that later on. This is another resource called ICRISAT, International Crops Research Institute for the Semi-Arid Tropics. This is an international organization spread across the globe. But fortunately, one such center of ICRISAT is also hosted by India. It is located in Hyderabad. So this is a e-library of the ICRIS at Hyderabad, from where also you can download many information, particularly pertaining to agricultural subjects. This is another resource, OIE, Office International des Epizooties, means Organization of Animal Health, World Organization of Animal Health. I'll go to it again towards the last part of my talk. Another information is VET Info, Veterinary Information Service. Then IndianVeterinaryCommunity.com. This is for Indian veterinary community. These are resources for downloading biology animations of different biological principles and topics are available through these animations. Similarly, immunology animations are available here. Animations for genetics are available here. Genetics encyclopedia is here. So all these you can look into and one by one click and get the taste of all these resources at some available time with you. So this is one. So I am going back to my presentation now once again. You see, in our website, there is also a linkage to another site, what we call Babron. So Babron is a online repository of biotechnology and bioinformatics resources of Northeastern region. This we have created in-house with the financial support from Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. You see, Babron stands for Biotechnology and Bioinformatics Resources of Northeast India. So here, the information pertaining to all the universities, colleges, research institutions of the Northeastern region pertaining to biology field are enlisted. Altogether, we have got information about all the public sector universities of the region, public sector research institutes, more than 100 colleges offering science education, and also more than 70 institutions which are hosting biotechnology labs from the Biotechnology Department, Government of India. All these information pertaining to the institutions are available in detail. Also, you can download information pertaining to individual scientists of all the different institutions of higher learning. Okay, so if you go to, suppose, scientist, you can search scientist by clicking here, by scientific name, scientist name, or by scientist research area of the scientist. If you go by scientist name, suppose you want to go for searching my name, if you write my name here, then click, then it will provide information about regarding me. Not only about me only, but already we have included information pertaining to more than around 1,400 scientists working in different fields of biology in the Northeastern region. There are research publications, there are books and book chapters, resources developed, genomic resources published, and citation at Google Scholar. All are available here. There are contact addresses, website, email address, all information pertaining to around 1,400 scientists are available here. Similarly, we have got another resource created that is called BioAny. So BioAny is a resource which is hosting a e-magazine, is what we call e-zine of biological science. Okay, it is a e-magazine of biological science. 13th issue is currently going on. We are shortly going to publish in the next month, first week, the 14th issue of this e-magazine. Even students can also contribute articles to this e-platform. Okay, there are many other facets here. There are students' corners, scientists' corners. You can ask questions for answers. You can write articles. You can upload photographs of biodiversity of the Northeast. You can put questions. You can write letters to the editor. You can participate in many other, so to say, sections of this particular e-magazine. So I welcome your participation and contribution to this e-journal. So if you want to publish in this e-magazine, you can send it to me. Then, of course, I'll go back to the presentation. In our website, there are linkages to many other resources. Another one resource is called SERA. SERA stands for Consortium of E-Resources in Agriculture. This is a e-resource site developed by ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, for agricultural education. Okay, you can download articles from different subscribed journals through SERA also. We have got access to both Delcon and SERA. Delcon already I talked about, so I'll not go into SERA once again. Then another resource is Krishikos. Krishikos is another resource created by ICAR. In this, they have uploaded the PDF, so to say, versions of most of the master degree and PhD thesis submitted to all the agricultural universities of the country. So Krishikos is a repository of thesis or dissertations submitted to agricultural universities in the country, and it also includes thesis and dissertations submitted to our university for various degrees. So you can download them. Since 2004, this is available. So now there are more than 8,000 theses, 8,490 theses available here. So you can download them by name of the author or by subject area. Then you can get access to all the theses. So for the master degree and PhD students, it is very important open access information. You can download and get ideas, and also you can have some idea about the materials and methods or the review of literature done by other workers working in your specific area. Similarly, we have got also linked to CAB International ebooks, but of course currently the university is not having subscription, so current subscription is due for renewal. I think in next few months it will be renewed once again. Now you cannot download the full ebooks from this particular link, but we have kept it because earlier we had the complete access to this through our library. So the library is going to again renew this subscription very soon. There is another access to World eBook Library. This is also another resource where more than 5 million books are available. But these books are not restricted to technical subjects or professional subjects alone. It contains books of any subject, You can get a copy of Ramayana, Mahabharata, or any kind of old literature in any language. Even Assamese language literature is also available. Surganga. Surganga is another resource, which is a reservoir of Indian thesis. Krishikos is for agricultural science thesis. Surganga is general science and humanities and commerce, all inclusive. This is created by the INFLIBNet. So INFLIBNet is the consortium of e-resources developed by University Grants Commission, UGC, for general education. Okay, so here, like Krishikos, where agricultural university theses are uploaded, here in Surganga, all the theses of general universities, including humanities, science, commerce, and other areas, are uploaded to Surganga. If you click to Surganga, you can download those information. Then another resource available for us through Delcon is Elsevier, ScienceDirect.com. So ScienceDirect.com is a very good resource. It is hosted by Elsevier. Elsevier is one of the most, so to say, resourceful publisher. So if you go to the ScienceDirect.com, this is the site for ScienceDirect.com. Here, free of cost, you can create your username and password. You can sign in, okay? If you have got your own password, then you can log it into it. But of course, we have also a direct access in our faculty because we have access to Delcon. That is why it is written here, you see, in my laptop, brought to you by Assam Agricultural University. Okay, so we have been given access through our subscription. But if you are not having subscription, you can log in by creating a sign-in. Now I have a username and password. I can log in here, okay, by signing in. Or otherwise, you can also go for signing in as a guest, but all materials may not be available to you. So find articles. Suppose you want to download article on any particular topic. Say, for example, I want to article on African swine fever. So this is a important epidemic going on currently in the northeastern states, particularly in Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. So let us download some articles on African swine fever. I do not know anything about that. Just simply suppose I am writing the keywords here. Then you search. So you see, there are a lot many articles on African swine fever. Suppose I want to read this article. This is simply a review article on African swine fever. If you click here, I can go into that, or you can download it as a PDF. If I download it, then this article is available. The full article is available to me. I can read it, I can store it in your computer, I can get a print, whatever I like, okay? And it is also giving some recommendations. Because of my choice of this article, it is also showing some similar articles for my view, so that I can also get idea what are the articles which are similar to this publication. If you have got already created username in this site for sciencedirect.com, then you can also, that means instruct the search engine to keep on record your interest. That means your keyword of choice. Say today I have searched for African swine fever. Then if you log in as a authenticated user, you can also pre-program through the software given to you, online tool given to you, your keywords and store them as it is. If you keep your keywords in store in the online tool provided by the publisher, then they will know that you are interested in getting more articles or more information on those particular topics or subjects. Then what they will do, without your indulgence in searching fresh articles whenever it is published, in future, if more articles on the same topic is published, all those articles will be sent to you through your mail. They will give mails providing link to recently published articles to you on your topics of choice. So that is the advantage of creating an username in this particular site. So log into the sciencedirect.com, and then by signing up, signing up as a new user, you should create your username and password. And thereafter, when you search, you can also put up your interest, means your topics of choice for searching, so that the system will remember it, and in future, automatically similar articles when published will be sent to you in future. So this is a big help provided by the publisher to the researchers and students, so that they can get access to innumerable number of latest articles published by Elsevers. So you can do that. I'll not go into detail about that because this is mostly required by the researchers, that is master degree and PhD students, and the teachers and scientists. So undergraduate students can also, of course, download information for writing assignments or essays, or updating your knowledge to with latest information which have been published in the coveted journals of the world. So you can get acquainted with the current literature by logging into these sites, by downloading information from different journals. So I motivate and request you to go into this site and try downloading articles of your choice. This is a very good resource for all of you. Then I'll come back to the publication, the presentation once again. You see, now I'll go to discuss about some of the resources specifically available for veterinarians, which are very important resources for veterinary students and researchers alike. Say, for example, this is one resource within the OIE, World Animal Health Organization is creating this resource, which is called World Animal Health Information Database Interface. It's called WAHID. So if you click on this, then you can go to this database to download information about the current status of the different pandemic and epidemic diseases occurring in various parts of the world, their current status, their control strategy or control measures, and disease information. All latest information are uploaded on a daily basis into this website, and data provided by all the member countries are uploaded regularly so that you can know the current status of animal health throughout the globe. You see, country information, exceptional epidemiological events, animal health situation, veterinarians and veterinary paraprofessionals, animal production, zoonotic diseases in humans, laboratory capability, vaccine production, vaccination, OIE reporting history, disease timeline, disease time series analysis. All these are there. Similarly, disease information, then disease control measures, then data between 1996 to 2004, earlier data, then World Animal Health current status. So all these information you can download one by one whenever it is necessary. This is a very useful resource for the veterinarians and the animal scientists to work with infectious diseases, both of animal diseases as well as zoonotic human diseases. So now I must be telling that you might be knowing that a concept of One Health has emerged rapidly throughout the globe, and there is a direct collaboration and participation between the OIE and WHO on regular basis, and therefore the resources are also shared between the two world organizations. So you can get into all the information pertaining to animal diseases, including zoonotic human diseases, from this site. So I'll not go into detail about that, but you can download information from this site by visiting that. Then similarly, another important resource is created by an university in the US. This is this particular site where they have given access. It is developed by the Center for Food Security and Public Health. So here you will see information pertaining to animal diseases. You can download according to the name of the disease. You see all diseases are listed according to alphabetical order. Or you can download information by going into these menu: animal disease information, zoonotic diseases, infection control, emergency response, food security, secure food supply, education and training, then vaccines, video library, affiliated websites. All these information you can download from this site created by Center for Food Security and Public Health. So suppose you want to read about avian influenza. Click on avian influenza. Then it will give you a lot of information about avian influenza along with link to additional resources. You see, additional resources for avian influenza. You click here, then technical fact sheet, fast facts, disease summary, vaccination information, additional disease specific resources, PowerPoint presentation, presentation of speaker note, then 6 disease images, 244 vaccine products. All these things are pertaining to avian influenza are available here. Okay, so you can read disease-wise information from this site. It is a alphabetical list provided by the site. Okay, so then go to next. Students, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be providing the presentation through Dr. Gautam, and it will be available to you. He will be distributed to you through email or WhatsApp, and so that you can use these links directly by going into the presentation. Okay. So next is OIE, aquatic and terrestrial animal diseases. So same, another resource has been created by OIE. There also you can download information from the OIE resources. So you can also go to standard manual for control of diseases or for production of vaccine or for diagnosis, both for aquatic diseases, including fish and marine diseases. Similarly, also you can go for diseases of animals, aquatic animal diseases. There's terrestrial animal diseases. This is another important link, A to Z veterinary treatment list. Okay, this is a drug list. Okay, if you want to know about different drugs, this is a particular site which can provide you information. I think there is a problem with this site. Currently, I think the net connection is not working. I don't know. I'll check it later on. But this is one site where you can get a drug list, A to Z drug list, which can be useful for veterinarians to know the specific drug, its so to say indications, where it can be used, what are the complications, what are the deleterious side effects it can have, and doses, and everything about the specific drugs. This is another site which provides information about the bovine diseases. Bovine diseases, you see, you can download information disease-wise by going into this alphabetical list. Okay, going into this alphabetical list, and you can download information one by one. So this is only restricted to bovine diseases, but another site is there where you can get diseases information about cattle diseases. There I'll come next. This is cattle diseases site. So here also you will get diseases about cattle diseases, So here, again, there is a loss of connectivity to this site. I think this site has been shifted somewhere. I'll have to check later on. Okay, that is usually a problem. Most of the site used to change the URL, the website address, then the link may not be directly available. I'll check it later on and correct the presentation before it is being distributed to you. And other important links. Now I am coming to some other important links for the veterinarians. Online microbiology notes. This is a beautiful site created by one student from Nepal. He is a microbiology master degree student from veterinary college in Nepal, but he created a beautiful resource from the for the veterinarians, particularly online microbiology notes. So if you click here, then you can go to his site and can download information about microbes and microbial diseases, as well as the diagnostic tests. So you see, he is the author, Sagar Aryal. Okay, so he is continuing his master. He did his master degree in microbiology and currently doing his PhD from Tribhuvan University in collaboration with Helmholtz Institute for Pharmaceutical Research, Saarland, Germany. So he has developed this site. It's a beautiful site. You can log into that and can get a taste of the downloadable information available in his site. Similarly, this is another microbenotes.com. Although the name is microbenotes.com, it also provides information about molecular biology, genetics, and microbiology. Anything related, any topic related to molecular biology, genetics, and microbiology is covered by this site. You see, many different resources are available here. You can download those resources free of cost. There are many useful resources for the veterinarians also, as well as for medicos. Say, for example, here, agricultural microbiology, bacteriology, basic microbiology, biochemical test of bacteria, biochemistry, bioinformatics, biology, biotechnology, cancer biology, cell biology, culture media, then mycology, genetics, parasitology, pharmacology, all these are included here. So you can get into this site and can download the information for your preparation of preparation of assignments. I think it may help you a lot. Similarly, these are some resources from where you can download free textbooks or reference books, ebooks, free ebooks. Okay, this is one site, freeebooks.net. But of course, it is not restricted to veterinary textbooks alone. It used to provide access to different resources of all subjects. You see, these are the subject areas included. You can get into all these resources, including some resources for animal science and veterinary. Okay, so there are more than 1 lakh ebooks available through this site. Similarly, there's another source called manybooks.net. It also provides connection to the resources of 50,000 plus PDF ebooks of different subjects. Gutenberg.org is another resource which was created by a project called Gutenberg Project, and this was also developed in such a way that it encompasses 60,000 plus PDF ebooks of various subjects. Friends, I will also emphasize on use of Facebook or other social networking sites for productive purpose, for getting resources or downloading useful information. I am also a very, so to say, ardent supporter of use of social network for productive purpose, and I'm in the Facebook very frequently. Daily, I used to be in the Facebook for quite a long time, maybe in the evening hours, maybe for half an hour or so every day. I used to be in the Facebook, and I have maybe more than 1,000 followers among my students and my ex-students and my friends all throughout the globe. And then I am also a part of many different groups available in the Facebook page. One of such group is Veterinary Books Free Group. Okay, if you are a member of Facebook, you can get access to this particular group to have free access to thousands of veterinary ebooks. So this is a very, very important resource now for veterinary students across the globe. And you can also make friendship to the students across the world who are pursuing veterinary education at the undergraduate and postgraduate level. So that will help you. So please hold it. I'm having an important phone. I'll take it. Burua, মই ক্লাছ এটা আছো, অলপ পিছত মই ফোন কৰি আছো আপোনাক, মই ক্লাছ এটা লৈ আছো। So I request you, if you are in Facebook, then you can get access to this group and you can download a lot of information pertaining to veterinary ebooks free of cost available through this particular group. And also through my page in the Facebook that I am hosting, College of Veterinary Science group. So I used to provide information to the students regarding the resources available and the opportunities for higher education across the globe, opportunities for getting fellowship for master's and PhD studies, or for going abroad for postdoctoral study. All this information periodically I used to provide as link in my page. So if you are in Facebook, you can request me for your friendship with me. I will accept it as you are a student of veterinary science. Now, this is another resource as I referred to earlier. This is IVIS, International Veterinary Information Service. This is another important resource for the veterinarian. I suggest you to be a member of this group, member of this site, International Veterinary Information Service, IVIS.org. I am a member of this since last 13 years. So here, you can get access to this by becoming a member. If you click on login, then if you are already a member, then you can put in here your information, or you can become a member by clicking here, become a member. You click here, then put up your profile data, then they will give you membership free of cost. You have to provide your email ID, they will confirm. So you can be a member, so that you can also get updates of information from here. So why this site is essential? You see, this site also provides a lot of good information for the veterinarians. Say it has got a library. You can get access to many books of veterinary and animal husbandry, proceedings of different international organizations working on veterinary and animal welfare, review articles, then journal access, PubMed articles, links to important sites, newsletters, cartoons. Then also it all provides information about the latest happening all throughout the globe, latest information pertaining to all the different associations and societies of veterinary and animal husbandry concern throughout the globe. So all these pages are related to different associations related to veterinary and animal husbandry. And you can also get information about what are the international conferences, international training programs, which are going to be held in next few months, so that you can apply for joining them. And also the fellowships and other facilities for veterinarians are also highlighted by this site periodically. So you can be a member of this particular website, and you can get access to the latest information, what is occurring throughout the globe. I think it will be very useful for you. I just suggest you to just become a member by clicking here. Then I'll proceed further. Another resource, very important for students, a very common resource for all students, particularly in the field of biology, including veterinarians, international positions, fellowships, and scholarships. If you want to know about the latest positions, vacancies, or fellowships and scholarships advertised by different institutions of higher learning throughout the globe, so that you can apply for getting a fellowship for your higher study somewhere, you should visit this site regularly, positions.dolpages.com. This is only one site I'm referring to. There are many different resources available, and if possible, I'll come with another lecture for you as requested by Dr. Gautam, that I'll also tell you about the career opportunities for veterinarians in future sometime. Then I'll also show you the other resources available. But this is one common resource which can give you access to the latest information about positions, fellowships, and scholarships. You see, this is the current page. You can also follow it by putting your email information by subscribing to this site. You can subscribe it, then you can become a member. You can get the information through your email also. But without subscribing also, you can log into this site and get information. Say, for example, these are some latest information about fellowship. Say this is a postdoc fellowship advertised by McKinsey International for international students. So May 19th, it was advertised. So if you want more information, you can view here. So these are all doctoral, postdoctoral fellowships. Somewhere you will be getting some PhD fellowship, then master degree fellowship also. So accordingly, you can get into that and can apply online. All these resources are updated very regularly and you can get access to them. So this is a good site for exploring the possibility of having some financial support for your plan for going abroad or pursuing your higher studies. So I think we have come to almost end of this presentation. I thank you very much for your patient hearing without a single interruption in between. Thank you very much for being with me. And I hope that it has given you at least some information and idea how to download useful information from the internet by logging into the online resources which are available for the veterinarians.